So in case you guys never heard of it or you guys don't care about it, as of last update on Thursday, we can adjust permastat now. One of the features I've been waiting for in this game for since they announced it, which was like what 5-6 months ago. Yeah, we can adjust permastat now. Now, to some people, a lot of you guys think, "Oh, I don't care about permastats. It's just minor stuff or whatever." It's true for the most part. Adjusting permastat is not that helpful, but for like one or two scenarios, adjusting permastat may be helpful for your gameplay and whatnot. So if you guys don't know, over in the fleet tech tab, you go to lab, you go to fleet tech, you go to details, you click this button right here, toggle bonuses. So here's a list of all the permastat you guys should be seeing on your list right here: destroyers, light cruisers, heavy cruisers, battle cruisers, etc., going all the way down. They have permastats for every single ship, right? So we go here, toggle bonuses. We can now adjust it. So if you guys want, we can adjust how we want to see our permastat now. So destroyers have 162 health, firepower 20, torpedo 14, anti-air 13 in my case right here, reload 7, stuff like that. I can adjust it how I want. So if I want less anti-air, I can do that. If I want less hit, I can do that. Basically, that's how you do it, right? Now, the issue is that when you adjust permastats, it applies to every single ship. For people that want to do like, oh, I want more reload on a certain battleship, or I want more reload on a certain carrier without hindering my other ships or whatnot. You can't do that. Whenever you apply these bonuses, it saves for every single ship, meaning if I'm gonna run 0 health on let's see Z23, then every other destroyer that has these permastats also get lowered to 0. So you can't adjust for a certain ship without the other ships getting the same benefits. So you can't do that. So that being said, toggling bonuses for the most part is not that big of an issue. The biggest concern as to why I'm pretty sure this feature was added and why some people may have requested for it is the reload stat. The reload stat in this game, if you're on auto battle, can be griefing you to a good extent. Airstrikes, battleship volleys, it can grief you if you have a certain amount of reload. I can tell you right now, if you have 457s on your battleships, like for example, I usually run the generic 3 battleship setup with UVH, Duke of York, and New Jersey, and I have 457s. If you guys watch my videos on like my last UVH clear battleship for auto, there are moments where I'm very, very close on missing the Helena scans. And if you guys don't know, a lot of the boss content in this game revolves around using Helena. So if my reload is a little bit faster than Helena's scan, I'm not gonna make it in time. I'm gonna miss out on a lot of damage. So having a lot of reload in some scenarios is not that good. The only scenario where you want a lot of reload on like battleships and whatnot, or a carrier, is if you can get that one extra rotation in before you time out on a fight. That's when you would want it. So I can say right now that reload on battleships, depending on what kind of gun you use, may not be good. If you're using like Champagne's gun or any other slow gun for battleships, you may want to run more reload, and that's fine. But keep in mind that all your ships get this benefit, not just that ship that use the Champagne gun, or that ship that uses the I don't have Marco Polo's gun, but that's an example right there, right? So like these ships right here, you want to run more reload, and it's going to apply to every single ship. So going back to the battleship section, if you guys are running a fast gun, like for example the MK4 from Gear Labs or the 457 from PR Research, you may want to run 0 reload. And in this case, I'm going to do it like that right here. Yes, I have 0 reload now, meaning now my timings won't be so tight and I can get all my volleys in, which is pretty nice. I may test around a little bit just to see it. But I think battleships as of right now get like 10 reloads. So 10 reloads versus 0 reload is a lot. If you guys don't know, it's nearly a second on volley rotation. So I may play around with it. I think what I want is like maybe 3 or 2, but I may have to test around with it to see what I want. But if you're using fast guns on battleships, having slow reload may help you. And if you're using slow guns, just get as much reload as you can. It's going to help out there. As for carriers, as of right now, 34 is the max reload for carriers. I haven't seen a scenario where you want less reload because carriers are pretty slow for the most part, and they have no issues at all getting in airstrike timings along with Helena, assuming you have maxed out or extremely high reload. So having reload for carriers right here, very high ones, it's all right. As of right now, I'm still going pushing higher and higher and higher. It's still fine. But when it comes to like arbiter fights, I have 34 reload. I have 2 Meowficers that gives like a lots of reload, like double ace pilots and whatnot, like ace pilot here, 8 reload, rookie mechanic 3 reload, and for my Bishimaru, I have 6 reload from chief of staff carriers, and another 8 reload from ace pilot. So I can tell you guys right now, I'm pushing the mark where my carriers in arbiter fights can airstrike before Helena timers, which is really, really bad. Now I could use a SG radar scan if I want to, but that's going to throw off my second and third airstrikes, which is what I don't want. So until we reach that stage of the game, the more reload you have on a carrier is fine. I don't think the issues with reload is going to be a thing until you guys have a lot of reload on your cats, and we're pushing like maybe the 40 perma reload mark and whatnot. That's when you probably should tone it down a bit. Maybe it's like 32. 32 is a really safe area. 32 reload is a good spot. Otherwise, as of right now, guys, just push as high as you can on reload, because having a lot of reload on carriers is really nice to have. As for the other ships though, just stacking them all up. Health is good, aviation stats and whatnot, they're all really good for the most part. The only time you want to adjust permastat, like I said before, is when you're revolving around timed buffs. So for example, like assault order from Cleveland and Kent, SG radar scans from Helena, Kirov with her 15-second in barrage and whatnot. Stuff like that is where you want to just adjust your reload and whatnot. So having a lot of reload may help you, or having a lot of reload may just not turn out well for you. So for the most part, reload is what you want to adjust. But every other stat in the game as of right now, it's not that big of a deal. Health, firepower stats, they're all nice to have. The most important thing about this update is that now, for people that are running fast battleship guns, we can now adjust our reload to work accordingly with Helena scan, because it's really important, especially for the people that do full auto battles. It is very, very important. So that is the update that came out as of Thursday. For most of you guys, I'm sure you guys don't care about it too much, and you guys shouldn't, because I don't think a lot of my viewers have that much permastat, so they don't have to worry about it, let alone have enough of that min-max gear and whatnot to worry about, oh, my reloads are too fast or whatnot. That's like a first world problem right there. So for the most part, you guys shouldn't be worrying about it too much, but it is a nice feature to have in the game for the people that really do care about the min-maxing for bossing and whatnot, and mechanics going forth, adjusting permastat. I like it a lot. I want this update for quite a while now, so I'm pretty excited about it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one as always.